Tu vois, tiens ça minute.
Puis t'as fait pour ça.
No, qu'est-ce qu'il said? Okay, we're going to speak English this time around. Okay, Monsieur Volpe, my God, you came here to a meeting.
Yes.
What was the meeting about?
Media ownership.
Didn't you have a brother that used to? You have a brother?
Yep.
Yeah. And he works for Brunswick News. Is he still there?
No, he hasn't been there for 2 years probably.
2 years, okay. No, I didn't want to put you on the spot there.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you, how come suddenly I seen you last year, you're so concerned about the Irving monopoly?
I was always concerned about the Irving monopoly. I was when I was in government, and the report that came in from the Senate committee was done when I was in government. I was Minister of Finance at that time. So I was concerned at that time. I'm still concerned today. The Senate committee said very clearly, this is the only province across the country we've got media control attached to a large industrial base, and that's a real concern.
How do you fix it?
Well, one step at a time, I guess, and we've asked the Senate committee to come back and give us some other recommendation on it, how we can deal with it, and we'll see what the province can do also about it.
And you did bring this issue up to the floor of the legislature.
I did, and a letter was sent to even the Premier, and the Premier said that there's no problem in New Brunswick. He's probably the only one who believes there's no problem in New Brunswick. Everybody else seems to be concerned.
But he seemed to be having good, nice pictures of him on the front page in the Irving paper.
Well, let's just say that he was well covered by the Irving paper before the election. He's still well covered, and I guess I was just looking at something that came out last week about CBC saying that out of 10 million that was given for the energy, the help for electricity costs, Irving did get probably 60 or 70%. So is it connected? I don't know. It just happened this way.
Monsieur Volpe, what do you see New Brunswick without the CBC?
Well, we would be in pretty bad shape if CBC wasn't here, because this is probably one of the only area now where on the larger, let's say, provincial side, where people can still have a say. Because if you have a say against something that's affected by the Irving family, it's hard to go to the media structure to get your message through. So
you're saying, and I will agree with you, that there is definitely backroom politics, connection, liaison, good relationship between the Irving paper and the Premier's office.
I would say there's certainly a real perception out there by a lot of people that it's certainly happening.
No chance to have an inquiry?
Well, we're trying to have one with the Senate committee now, so we'll see how successful we are.
There's one thing I know about you, Monsieur Volpe. You are the most stubborn individual. When you got something in your head, you do it. Oh, just right quick. You ran for politics because you were an activist, and McKenna said?
Yeah, he said, well, if you want to go one more step and make it the way you want it, he said you should rather than be in politics, and that's what I've done. You
always say people should you got to get the support from the public on issues for the government to act. Are New Brunswickers too passive?
Well, the best way to connect with the Brunswickers is to go out there and talk with them. I was doing it when I was the Minister of Finance for 3 years in a row. I had quite a few big crowds of a few hundred people, up to 1,000 people, I would say, but if you want to understand and hear what people have to say, you've got to go out there and talk with them.
But you're from the northwestern part of the province.
From northwestern New Brunswick.
You are what we call a Breo.
I'm a Breo.
And a Breo, that's the most scariest thing that I'm terrified of the Breo and the Breon. You don't fool around with the Breon from the République de la Madawaska. So is it because you got the Quebec blood in you people that you fight?
Well, the people up north are independent, I would say, and they like to know what's true and what's not, and make their own decision based on all the facts, and that's what I'm trying to do, and sometimes it's not easy in this province.
Monsieur Volpe, 2 interviews in 2 days. Thank you very much.
It's a good average.
A good average. I mean, we got to stop meeting like this because people are going to start talking. Thank you very much, Monsieur Volpe.
You're very welcome.
Bye-bye.